Good morning and welcome back to my Griffin farm let's play. So I'm on my way down to field number 2, which we took a contract for at the end of last episode. I have moved the equipment that we've rented, so we have rented the equipment with that contract, and we've taken our harvester down, because it is a large field. And then just taking the header down now. Maybe should have put it on the flatbed, but we've done it this way. When I went to look at the contracts again, field number 1 came up to harvest, but going to a different location. So I accepted that as well. So we've got a lot of harvesting to do. Both are cornfields, they're just going to different places. One is going to Mount Vernon, so it's going on the train. The other one is going to the farmer's market, which I hope can take the amount that we're going to be given it. So we'll start on field 2, because that's the first one we obviously went with. We'll get that all set up, a loose idea of how I'm going to do it, and then we will get field 1 done. Also in this episode we need to get our field that we harvested last time, which was sunflowers. We need to get that limed, so we'll get onto that once we get these 2 contracts done, which will take quite a while because they are the 2 biggest fields on this map. I'll just show you quickly what machines we got when we leased the equipment for this field. So we got the Massey Ferguson Ideal 8T, the Capello, I think it's the 12 row header. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Then we got a nice big T8 New Holland tractor, it's very nice. And we got the same auger that we had last time, auger wagon. And we got a man truck, base game man truck. And this, I can't remember what it's called, it is the cramp, I can't remember how much that actually takes. So it's very similar to what we had on the last contract. The other contract is pretty much the same, except we've got a John Deere, but I'll go through that once we start this up. Once we start that up, sorry. Get this all unfolded. I'm just going to set this off in a straight line. I'm going to use our tractor to tidy up the top end, and there's like a weird, I'll show you on the map just so you feel you get it. So we'll set this tractor, this combine, just off here with a worker. We'll use our combine, we'll open the headland up here, we'll come down here, straight down here, and we'll work on this odd shaped bit first, before we set them off onto going rows as well. Once he's set up on that, we'll start with field 1, which is even bigger. So yeah, we'll see how we get on with that. But yeah, I'll check in once we get to a point where we have all 3 harvesters going. Have a pause in the harvest due to the rain just starting. We've got not too bad but done. I didn't do the headlands like I literally said. I forgot by the time I got into the combine to start doing it. Standards Craig. So the John Deere has done a decent bit down the bottom, so it's kind of like the annoying bit squared off. And I did, as you would see, get all the machines for field 1 brought through as well. So we can do a quick run of them as it's raining. So we've got the Load King again, nice trailer. We've got the Match Lorry again, which looks different than the one we had. It looks really nice actually. this seems to be the go-to auger for contracts at the moment. We got possibly my favourite tractor in the game, possibly the Fendt 1050. It's just an absolute beast. Yeah, it's just brilliant. 517 horsepower, standard frame tractor. There's not to love about it. Also goes 39 mile an hour. It's like everything you need. And then we have, this is the first time I've actually used this this combine, and it's a John Deere X9 1100. Not sure what size of bin it's got on it. This is a 16 row header though, which also looks pretty cool. Yeah, this is the first time actually properly using this model of the John Deere combine, and it looks really nice. Like, I did really like that the case that we had, the 9250. Yeah, this might rival it, to be honest. Just that line there was really cool. Anyway, I am going to, I think we're going to have to speed up time a little bit to get rid of this rain. We don't want to sacrifice yields with our rain. I'll check the weather just briefly. Okay, it's not looking good. It's supposed to rain till like lunchtime or 12 o'clock. So I think we'll speed up time till then, and once it stops we'll get straight back on it. Okay, it went a bit longer than it showed it would, so it's now 20 past 1. We'll hop back into the other machines and get them going before we start on this field. So we'll have 3 harvesters going, so I'm not sure how I'm going to film this, but we'll try. That's the bottom corner of this field done. I'm going to start doing some rows with it. I might tidy up the headland actually first. I just done the headland with the Fendt, which is currently unloading on the top end, so we'll probably get the bottom just tidied up now with this combine. That's that full. I need to tip that. And yeah, I can hopefully start on field 1 soon. 3 combines is going to be tricky. It might not be doable by myself. I have done it before, but not while trying to film a video. So I'm not sure what you're going to see, but I'm trying to get some clips and stuff. It might not be a time lapse or anything like that. It might just be some clips of bits and pieces. But yeah, let me know what you think of it. So I managed to get full just by going along there and round. The yield on this field must be pretty high. I think I'm full everywhere, that's the problem I'm going to have. We'll jump into the lorry and see what we can do. That fence should be empty. Okay, we'll let this fence get going. And we'll take the lorry down to the John Deere and get that emptied. I do really like the Fendt. It's not a Fendt. I keep calling it a Fendt. It is a Fendt, but it's not a Fendt. It's a Massey Ferguson ideal, but you do get it as a Fendt ideal. I like the lights at the back, they're really nice. It's like a reverse of, it's like seeing the tractor from the front almost. The black does look a bit, like the grey bit underneath just looks a bit tacky in my opinion, but each to their own. Okay. So get this in and then we'll take what we can from the auger wagon. Because the auger wagon I don't think will fit inside the drop-off point that we've got to go to for this, because this is the one that is going to Mount Vernon, which is then the train. So we've got quite a bit that we need to deliver. But we'll get a full load and then we'll head over. This is the first semi-truckload that we have. Hopefully we have a few. It's saying we are 30% done with the fields. We'll see how that progresses. We are on to the easier kind of bit at the moment. We've opened it up. We've done the annoying bit at the side, so I'm hoping we get through the next bit. I really want to start the third combine up. It is a lot of work just working with two. It's very awkward. Especially with corn because there's so much volume. The hopper sizes on the combine as well, like my combine is quite small, 8,000. And the Massey Ideal is, I think it's 12, something like that. It's not got any expansion on it. And then there is a lot to harvest. We'll quickly get this back and we're probably going to get filled up fairly quick, hopefully. So we are in the least John Deere for the contract. And it is, yeah, it definitely is an improvement upon our one. It is a lot newer model, and it's got a massive header on it. A lot more power. We might get to this at some point. When? I don't know. I do feel the tracks on it look oddly small, so do the back wheels. I'm not sure if that's just me, but yeah, they look very dainty compared to the whole machine. So what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to open up this field to make it easier for when we get another combine on it. I'm considering trying to put 3 on here, but as I said, 3 is very awkward. 2 is quite awkward, but 3 is... Yeah, I don't think the yield's quite as good on this field, which is a bonus and a negative, because we won't get as much product. Then we won't have to do so many trips, so it might be easier to have 3 on this field. But we will see. We'll see how it goes. So this is load number 2 off of field 2. It is, yeah, it's going well. A lot of product coming off the field. I am still working on getting round the headlands on field 1 with the John Deere. So I'm just letting the workers do field 2 and then emptying them when I need to. So I'm the sort of cart driver on that. And I am in the John Deere doing the headlands for now. And then we'll sort of switch up once we get the headlands all done. We can let the John Deere go. But yeah, it's busy, busy, busy. Very busy. So yeah, I've still got a good bit to come off this field. Obviously field 1's barely touched as well. So we'll just keep carrying on. And yeah, we'll be here a while, I imagine. This is going to be our third load for the first contract on field 2. Forgot what I was doing there. It says we're 65% done. We do still obviously have to deliver the product, but yeah, we're not far off finishing this field. In terms of field 1, I'm still not actually finished. I'm in a trailer, that's not good. Yeah, in terms of field 1, I'm still not finished the headland. We're getting there, but it is huge. It is an absolutely massive field. So we will need a second tractor on that, definitely. At least a second combine, sorry, not tractor. So once this field is all wrapped up, we will get on to that. So that's the headlands finally done on this field. It's taken quite a while to go around. I'll just set this worker, or set this off. It's going to be full fairly soon. And then we can go and finish field 2, because it isn't far off being done. This is the last partial load from field 2, get this dropped off, and then we will summon the train. Now the train does take quite a while, I think it's up to 15 minutes, and I think I just saw it going past not long ago, so when we're doing this I do have a full load from field 1 that needs delivered to its contracted sell point. I just crashed into the building, I won't like that. But yeah, we can get this second field's first load delivered while we wait. I can get all the equipment moved over to field 1 as well. Okay, so we've rented the train. It's 16 kilometers away, so that is going to take quite some time to get here. So we will get that first load from the field number 1 delivered to its sell point and start moving equipment. So that's the first load from the other contract, which is in field 1. Getting dropped off. Fortunately, this one doesn't have to go to Mount Vernon. It's just a direct sale to somewhere on the map, which is great, which is the farmer's market. So it makes it a little bit easier because we don't have to rent the train. That's now saying we've done 13%, so one load's 13%. We're going to have quite a few loads. I turned way too aggressively there. So check on the train, but I don't think it's anywhere near close. It does, if it just went past, it is about 15 minutes before the train comes. So that gives us plenty of time to get the other harvesters moved over to the new field. So that's the train finally here, we're just loading up. We'll get this loaded and sent to Mount Vernon, and then we will rest till the morning, and then we'll see what we're going to do. So this train is very long. I think it's like 12 railway cars you get on it. So it's quite hard to see when you're filling, unless there's a different camera angle that I do not know about. So we've got the first 3 there full, but then there is a multitude of cars behind it that we can fill as well. So we've got, what, 250,000 litres on this. This train will be able to take, I'd imagine it's going to easily take about 1.5. So it'll be a big payment if you filled this. Okay, we've rested till the morning. We sent the train away. I can't complete the contract for field 2, otherwise we would get rid of some of the equipment like the harvester that we're using. So we'll get these harvesters going. I've got one of them's going, two of them are full. So we'll get this one empty so we have 2 going, and then get the third one going as well. So we'll have 3 harvesters on this field very shortly. So we now have all 3 harvesters going. I've got the truck from field 2's contract working with my John Deere, and I'm just going to use this vent to truck between the big John Deere and the Massey. This is our second load actually from this field. So we'll get this dropped off quickly and get him back to running the cart again. I have accepted another contract for a cotton harvest, but that'll be for next episode. We're not touching that now. We do still need to do our liming of our ex-sunflower field, so we'll get that on next episode too. But the focus for now is just to get these the second of these 2 contracts done and dusted, so we can get a payday. So running 3 combines on the field is proving to be very awkward indeed. I'm like non-stop just running the cart essentially, and this truck to the sale point. So once this was filled, I took it straight to the sale point, and I had to, when it was empty, and I was switching between to get loads out. So yeah, it's going to be quite a busy time to get this done. I'm not sure how much we'll be able to time lapse of it and things, but I'll do my best. So that's 40% of what we need from field 1 transported. I am pretty much just doing the carting and this. I've got workers in the combines and I'm just trying to keep them empty. It is non-stop. 3 combines on a cornfield is, yeah, with 1 person, hard work. We'll get it done. I'm stepping up. I'm putting a tractor with an auger on both the big combines, and then I'm leaving one of the semi-trucks with the red trailer from, I think it was field 2's equipment, down with my harvester, just to see if this helps with the chaos. I'm currently using one of these between these 2 and just keep going empty in between them. I thought this might work better. We'll see. But we're getting pretty well through it. We've delivered, as I said, 40%. So I've got a fair whack of field to go. So these 2 big combines are fairly getting through this top end. Even my combine's getting through the bottom end quite well. We do have another little patch in the bottom corner still to do, but we'll get that tidied up at the end. But yeah, 40% done, or 40% delivered. It's going well. Just very, very busy. Yes, this is the setup we've got down for our combine. I'm just using this man truck. And this nice red trailer cram. I can't remember what it's actually called and how much it takes. About 50,000. It is a good trailer actually. So this has been the quieter end because like our combine does fill up fast. But with this being such a big volume, it's just been, yeah, just do this when it gets full, park it in front, sorted. It's the other two that have been just non-stop. And that is the bit at the bottom that will get finished off at the end. Again, I'm not sure how much of this I'll be able to like time lapse and show clips of because it's just been jumping in and out of vehicles non-stop and it'll look pretty silly. But yeah, we'll see what happens when we come to editing it. I'll just try and pan across and show you. Look, three tractors, 3 combines on a field. So we'll finish that top bit with the Massey and this. I'm just going to move this to the bottom little corner that we have. And yeah, we shouldn't be too much longer before we finish this off. I think we've delivered about 70% now. So yeah, we're pretty close. So we've now completed our contract. We have, I think we've got about 30 or 40,000 litres of corn left. So I've got 9 in this, and then I have a trailer on the tractor, which I'm going to empty into this, and we'll take it back to the farm. I haven't completed the contract yet. I'll get that done shortly. But yeah, I'll get this filled up so that we can take it back to our farm to drop off the extra corn. Which if we got about an extra 30,000, that could get us, if the price is high in January at like 900, good 25 grand. That's not too shabby. So we're almost back at our farm with our 39,000 litres of corn. That was extra. So we'll get this tipped and then we'll complete both the contracts to see what our final payday is, which should be about 60,000 from doing those two. Now, they did take a lot of time. A lot of time. I've done this Let's Play over 2 recordings, and the total time has been, let's say 4.5 hours. Normally for my Let's Play it's about 2.5. 2.5 average. This recording has taken 4.5 hours. It's been a long one. Yeah, I'm not sure of this like sort of latter half of the contract on field 1, how much you'll see, just because I was so busy running the 3 combines. So yeah, it might be a tiny little bit, but we'll do our best. We'll get this tipped. The 40,000 should get us a good, what, 36,000 if we get a good price for it. And let's go to our contract screen. So that is the cotton one that I accepted. It is a smaller field. I just wanted to do some cotton harvesting. We are going to be doing proper cotton harvesting on this Let's Play at some point, hopefully soon, once we get all the equipment. So we do need a bit of money, but we're going to get there. But for now, we'll get, and so we're sitting at 62,000. So I think that is a perfect time to end this episode. we managed to get 2 massive contracts done. We still haven't got our lime done, but we've got 2 massive contracts done. So we've got money, finally. Yay. So that's going to be it for this episode. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a like. If you want to see similar content, please consider subscribing. I post a weekly Let's Play and other map builds and things like that as well on the channel. So thanks again, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.